be like in the next 10 years? Would there be flying cars? A moon colony, maybe? Well, today, I'm going to tell you how all of that and more happens through a simple process called change. Hello, everyone. I am Arit Mukherjee, and today I will be talking about change, an important factor in putting us where we are today. I'll be covering what does change mean, why is it important, and other ideas today. But for now, I'll start off with what does change mean. Change could mean many things, but for today, let's say it means to make or become different. You know, the more you think about it, doesn't it seem like change is happening all around us? It happened yesterday, with maybe changing what you eat for breakfast. Today, with what time you sleep. And tomorrow, who knows? Change is happening everywhere, every day, and at all times. You know what they say? Change is the only constant and is what keeps the world up and running. Now, I know what you're thinking. Arit, change is all well and good, but why can't I give up my favorite old teddy bear or my eating habits and try something new? Well, what you are doing is resisting change. Now, I know for a fact, and you can't deny it, would have at least once told your parents, "Oh, I don't want to eat vegetables." I know, neither do I. But eventually, we'll have to start eating vegetables and other foods we don't like. You see, eating pizza, pasta, and those dinosaur-shaped chicken nuggets won't get us anywhere. Where do you think nutrition comes from? The sky? Man, I'm starting to sound like mom and dad. See that baby up there? That's me. I was walking in a toy store when I saw a plushie on the shelf. You could say it was love at first sight. I took him home, after paying for him, of course, and called him Snuggles. You've probably assumed why I called him Snuggles. I loved those snuggles of his. He was there with me every night and every day, during every single one of my naps. What else could I say? I was a baby. But we all know what happens to good things. They have to come to an end. I guess I must have hugged him too tight or something, because, brace yourselves, when I wake up the next morning, I'm horrified to see a headless Snuggles with his stuffing all over my bedroom floor. And it still gives me nightmares to this day. Even after a year of sleepless nights, I still wouldn't get over that tragic loss. So, when I told my parents, and I quote, 1 year, 1 month, and 27 days after losing Snuggles, that I was ready to move on, they seemed very excited, and I know why. But why do they still keep that date anyways? After some time, we get attached to the things we love. From as small as not wanting to eat vegetables to as big as not wanting to move houses or change schools, we all don't want to give up the things we have. Okay, so I've talked about what does change mean and why is it important, but why is it even important in the first place? Well, if we didn't accept change and move on, I'd still be hungover with Snuggles and probably sleep deprived. And vegetables? Ugh, who wants to eat those yucky things? All the little changes and sacrifices that we've made have made us the people we are today. So, is that glass behind me half empty or half full? Obviously, depending on the way you look at it, your answer will change, right? It's the same with change. The problem that a lot of people make while looking at change is that they look at it from a half glass empty perspective instead of the half glass full. It happened to me too. Rewind to a year ago. I wouldn't even let my mom touch my hair. Forget cut it. I thought her, with a pair of scissors and a comb, was a disaster zone. Eventually, the pandemic rolled around, and I had to give her in. But I was just scared she was going to shave me bald. But you know what? The results are pretty good. Check it out for yourself. We should all do the same whenever we face a change. Instead of us thinking about what we will lose out on, we should think about what we will gain. From my experience with change, I had come up with a challenge for myself to help myself with change. And I thought I would share it with you. I call it a change a week. The idea is, every week, I find a positive lifestyle change that I want to make, and I spend the week making it. I felt that there were a lot of lifestyle changes that I wanted to make, but never got down to making them. That's why I created this challenge. Let me use my first as an example. I felt that I was not eating enough vegetables, so I set that out to be my goal. I started off small, with eating a carrot as my after-meal snack. Then, the next day, I incorporated a vegetable into my meal. And I worked my way up until, at the end of the week, my dinner was a salad. Great, isn't it? So, how can this challenge help us all whenever we face a change? Well, lucky for us, it's got us covered. From reading to meditating more, it can help us with whatever lifestyle change we need to make. Take meditating, for example. Let's say you want to de-stress yourself every night using meditation. Start off small with taking a few deep breaths for 20 seconds. Then work your way up until, at the end of the week, you are doing stretching and meditating exercises for 15 minutes every night before bed. And the best part is, yes, I haven't got to that yet, is that we realize its importance of the change and don't want to give it up. It becomes a permanent part of our lifestyle. And when you look at that, it's Thursday. So what's your change for the next week? Like I said earlier, change is the only constant in life. And every change, even if it's very small, comes with its own discomfort. So always remember that change begins at the end of your comfort zone.